y'all, it is Ebony. We are back today again with another video, and as you can see from the title, we are going to be talking about another thing that will absolutely change your life. And I'm not talking about something that's going to change your life, you know, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months from now. I'm talking about something that's going to help your life right now. And if you really soak up the information, you can start seeing changes in your everyday life this week. I'm just going to tell y'all what it is, and it's going to be books. And in this video, I'm going to recommend 4 books that absolutely changed my life forever. And this is coming from somebody who previously did not like reading at all. But when I tell y'all these books are game changers, it will change your life. With all of the books that I'm going to recommend, these are people who have achieved success in their life in some way, shape, or form. They achieve whatever it is that they desired out of life. And after they achieved it, they wanted to give back to others. So they picked up a book, or picked up a typewriter, or picked up a notebook and a pencil and pen, whatever they used. I wasn't there, but they picked up something and they wrote down everything they learned, every lesson, every failure, every detail, every step. They put all of that in a book so that you didn't have to make the same mistakes that they made. You can learn from their failures so that you can get an understanding of what it's like to be in the position that you aspire to be in one day. Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Like I said earlier, I always gotta give a background. That way y'all understand the importance of the information that I'm about to give. First book I am going to recommend is called You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. The main takeaway that I got from the book is the rules of money. That there are laws to money. Not laws like your police gonna arrest you because it's laws, you know, written in the statutes or something about money. Not those type of laws, but more like a spiritual laws, universal laws tied into money. I never knew that. If you are somebody right now, it don't matter how much money you make, you can never save it. You can never save money. At the end of the month, you done made all this money. You have no idea what happened to the money. You can't save it. You don't know how to invest it. You don't know how to attract an abundance of money into your life. You don't know how to get to the next level. You making money, but you trying to make this much money. You know, the level of money that's up here. If you're one of these people, chances are your money mindset is messed up some way, somehow. And this book got my money mindset back on track. 3 different takeaways that I really got from this book. Money is important. And I'm going to read from the book right now. One of the most prevalent misconceptions concerning money relates to its importance. For example, how many times have you heard people say in conversation, money isn't everything, or money isn't important, or I don't care about money? Well, the people who say these things might not care about money, but I bet their car dealer does, the grocer does, and so does the person who holds their mortgage. In truth, there could be no denial of the fact that money is important to any person living in a civilized society. Therefore, to argue that it is not as important as this or that is absurd. For nothing can take the place of money in the arena in which it is used. Y'all, I used to be one of those people. I used to always be like, money ain't everything. Yes, it is. For the type of lifestyle I want, it is important. It is important because I'm gonna need that money to obtain the lifestyle that I want to live. As most people know, words are powerful. Words are powerful. You have to be careful about the words that you're putting out into the world. I'm not saying you need to worship money, and Bob was not saying you need to worship money. If you want to be someone that is able to help out your community, money is going to be important. You're going to need more money because the more money that you have, the more people you can help, the more you can give back. So to sit there and be talking about, oh, money is not important, yes, it is. The next one is money is a servant, and also that money must circulate. So when it comes to money is a servant, it means you're not working for money. Money is working for you. In the book, he says, now that I have affirmed the importance of money, let me backtrack to add this one word of caution. Always remember, money is a servant. You are the master. Be very careful not to reverse the equation, because many people of high intelligence have already done so to their great detriment. Unfortunately, many of these poor souls loved money and used people, which violated one of the most basic laws governing true financial success. You should always love people and use money rather than the reverse. Because money is one of those things where in order to make more money, you must solve a problem, or you must positively impact people. The more you can positively impact others and change the lives of others, the more money you are able to make. So a law of money is you should always love people and you should always use money. Use money, don't use people. Another myth many people like to accept about money is that it only comes as a result of luck or good fortune. For instance, whenever people gather to talk about someone they know who has been financially successful, there's always someone among them who will say, Harry was just lucky, or Harry was just in the right place at the right time. Money is an effect and it must be earned. So it's not about luck. So he goes on to explain how a law of money is that money must be earned. If you want to make money, you have to earn it. You're not just going to magically just wake up tomorrow with millions of dollars. You have to earn that millions of dollars by positively impacting the lives of others. That's the only way you're able to get money. You have to earn it. So stop saying every time you see a person that's wealthy, oh, they got lucky. Oh, they come from money. Oh, they must have won the lottery. Oh, it must have been a lawsuit. They must have gotten hurt at work. Stop saying that. That has nothing to do about the laws of money. And that's not to say that people can't get lucky. You know, lucky people win the lottery every day. But for a majority of people, not that small percentage of people who win the lottery, but for a majority of people, it's gonna be earned. So stop saying that. Stop forcing yourself to believe something about money that's not true. And then the last thing was that money must circulate. Money is like a river that flows. You cannot stop the flow of money. And I don't want to keep reading the book because I want y'all to actually go out and read this book for yourself. Like I said, I got this for free from Bob's website. So I want y'all to go out and actually read this because it's going to completely change your mindset about money. And it's going to explain to you why you were born rich. Yes, you were born rich. Money is your birthright. I learned that from this book, Why Money is Your Birthright. And it's hard for you to really attract that money and to have an abundance of money if you are not able to understand that it is your birthright, that you have every right to have money. And if you don't know the laws and the rules governing, I can't pronounce that word, money, then you're never gonna get it. So you need to get the knowledge that's in this book so you can learn to tap in. So that is the first book on this list. The second book that helped shift my mindset and to change my life was The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence, Scovel, Shinn. And what I really love about this book is that it really helped me understand how life works. Life is kind of like a game, and there is a way to play it so that you could actually get the things that you want and desire out of life. So she talks about different universal laws But what I really love about the book is she ties everything back to the Bible. She will talk to you about what she found out about life. She will give an example of everyday people that she was able to help. And she was able to help them overcome like difficulties that they were experiencing in their life. And then she would tie it back to the Bible and give you a story out of the Bible so that you could see like, hey, this is just how life works. This book helped me understand intuition. Prior to listening to this book, reading this book, I thought intuition was just like a gut feeling that helps you when you're in a life or death situation. So it's late night, you're walking down the road because your car broke down and you're trying to get to a gas station or something crazy. And then you get this gut feeling that something bad is gonna happen. That's your intuition. You need to listen to it because something bad gonna happen and you need to go the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? So when I thought of intuition, I always thought of it in that sense, that it's to help you when something negative might go down. Your intuition helps you and steers you towards safety. What I didn't realize was intuition was even more. So not only does intuition help you navigate through negative situations, but it helps you to navigate through life altogether. And oftentimes it's hard to hear your inner self, your intuition, your inner voice, that inner message, because there are so many different distractions going on in the world. If you don't take out the time to meditate or to be silent and to sit in silence, you can never really hear that inner voice. If you're eating the wrong foods, it's going to be very hard to hear that inner voice. And it was just so powerful to me when I read about intuition in this book. It helped me to understand that N stands for inner. And when you think about tuition, you think about school. School teaches you something. You're learning knowledge in school. So intuition is the knowledge that you have inside of you that God equipped you with before you even came to earth. So everything that you could possibly know about living and navigating through this lifetime is already inside of you. So this book really helped me learn to go within, learn to believe in myself, and learn that God lives inside of me. And God is ultimately all I need to succeed in this lifetime. Just remembering that God is inside of me, that I can trust in myself, that I can trust in my desires, I can trust in my wants, I can trust in my thoughts. When a random thought comes in my head, it's not random at all. That's the intuition speaking to me. That is my inner self knowing that I need to do something that's gonna better my life. You're not just outside playing hopscotch, playing tag, and you get this thought of an amazing business idea out of nowhere. It's nothing random about that. That thought came to you at that moment, at that time, and you need to listen to it. A lot of people don't listen to it. I don't know why I keep going on and on about how it helped me. Because this video isn't really about how it helped me. It's about how it's gonna help y'all. With that book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, I feel it would be extremely beneficial to y'all, because that book is going to be beneficial to a person that is lost, to a person that does not know their next steps, to a person that feel like they have done everything but they don't understand why bad things continue to happen to them. That book is for a person who is taking 5 steps forward and they keep having to take 6 steps backwards. That book is essentially going to tell you why that keeps happening to you and what you need to do differently, if you want to have a positive change in your life. There's something you need to learn about the right way to go through life and to play life so you can receive those positive outcomes that you desire. Book 3 is titled It Works. The Little Red Book That Makes Your Dreams Come True. This book is walking you through, how can I put this? The first time you read the book, if you're not really a spiritual person and your belief in God and what God can do for you, if it's not really strong, when you first read this book, you gonna think like, what are these people on? What are these people on? So you mean to tell me I could just get a list, write down everything I want on a list, and actually have everything that I've written down on that list is gonna come into my life? When you hear that and you doubt God, it may be very difficult for you to understand this book, but if you are someone that is a believer of God and you know that God can work these miracles and you really feel like abundance is your birthright and you have not gotten the abundance that is rightfully yours, then this book is for you. And it changed my life, because something I struggle with a lot, which a lot of you all might struggle with, is I have a hard time putting my goals on paper. I have goals, but I just will not write it down. And I have notebooks. I would write down notes and stuff. Like if I read something, I'd be like, oh, that was good, let me write it down. But I never wrote down what I want on paper. There is something very magical about, first of all, acknowledging that God lives within you. And you know what? This video is starting to take a spiritual, religious type of route, and I did not want the video to do that. Because I respect everyone. I respect all people and all beliefs, and it might be people out there who don't even believe. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, The Little Red Book, I listened to it here on YouTube for free. I think it's like 30 minutes long, and it is a game changer. This is something that's gonna motivate you. You don't feel like working, you can't get out of bed, you're starting to settle in life. You feel like you've worked hard, you've done all that you can do, and like just nothing's happening. I'm putting in all this hard work, I'm investing, I'm trusting in myself, I'm learning more, I'm reading more, I'm taking online classes, I got me a coach, I got me a mentor, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and I've been doing it consistently. But it just seems like it's not coming fast enough. It just seems like it's just not showing up. This is a book that if you listen to it, and like I said, I listen to it here on YouTube, it reminds you of who you are. It reminds you that God lives inside of you. It reminds you that you are capable of doing any and everything that you set your mind to. This book talks to you in a way, it's like if you forgot who you are, you gonna remember after you read that book. And it just motivates you, and it really pushes you to, it makes you take a stand. Like, you know what? I remember who I was. And that's where I went wrong. I was doing all of this stuff, but I forgot I had the power of God within me. It helps you to acknowledge how powerful you really are. And it tells you the importance of journaling, the importance of writing everything down on paper. I don't know why it's so magical, it just is. It's how life was set up, and it's so beautiful, but that book really walks you through it. So if you're somebody right now, you laying in bed, you can't find the motivation, find it on YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm gonna link it in the description box down below. I'm gonna link the books, and if I can find it on YouTube, I will leave the YouTube link to all of these books. It works. That's the book that's gonna motivate you. So if you're sitting at home, you're in bed, you just can't find the motivation, you over it, you feel like you done reached the last straw in life, that right there is a powerful book. Very powerful, and it will change your life. And then this last book, I don't know if I said this, but I'm not putting these books in any type of order. They're all equally hand in hand, really good books. Now this last book, oh my gosh, for the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to tell everybody, their mama, their daddy, their sister, their cousin, and their best friend this book is a game changer. This book is more so for business owners, and it's for business owners who aspire to be a millionaire one day. I understand that being a millionaire is not everybody's goal. Maybe it's not your goal because you feel like money isn't important. And if you feel like money isn't important, then you need to go listen to the first book I recommended, which was You Were Born Rich, right? But, you know, everybody have their own goals, and that is cool. But I feel like the more money you have, the more people you can help, the more people you can serve. So millions would be lovely for me. I can't speak for y'all, but for me, it would be lovely. But, so it's called the Millionaire Fastlane by MJ Demarco. When I tell you, this book gives you the complete blueprint of how to go from making what you're making now to making $1 million. It is the entire blueprint put into one book, and then gave everyday real life examples to make it easy for you to understand. With the Fastlane Millionaire, he really breaks it up into the examples that he used. He breaks it up into different lanes you are in life. You're either in the fast lane, slow lane, and the sidewalk. Child, I don't really remember because I was paying more attention to the fast lane, like behaviors and the actions of the people in the fast lane. But it was like fast lane, slow lane, and sidewalkers. Or the sidewalkers are the slow laners too. Something like that. He basically breaks down the different lanes, the mindset and the behaviors of people who are in different lanes. In order to become a better version of you, you are going to have to think a way you never thought before. In order to have something you've never had before, you must do things that you have never done before. That quote basically explains that in order to get to the next level, there's something you have to unlearn. And you have to learn how to do things differently. Because everything that you're doing now, your life is a result of what you've been doing. So if you want to change the results of your life, you need to change at what you're doing. And most people who are in the slow lane, they all follow the same type of quotes. They all have the same type of lifestyle. They all have the same type of beliefs. They all have the same type of hobbies and habits. The people who are in the fast lane, who are going to actually make millions in their lifetimes and actually achieve their desired level of success, wealth, whatever their goals are, they think differently than the slow lane, the people that's in the slow lane. So the book really breaks down the differences between the two. That way you can perfectly identify where you're at and then what you need to do differently so that you can get on the fast path of success. Hold on, let me go over the chapters just so you can know exactly what the book covers. So the full title of the book is The Millionaire Fastlane: Crack the Code to Wealth and Live Rich for a Lifetime. Part one of the book is called Wealth in a Wheelchair: Get Rich Slow and Get Rich Old. So it basically talks about how society tells you, go to school, graduate, get a career, and then work that job for 40, 50, 60 years into retirement. And then while you're at that job, invest in the 401k. And when you retire, when you're in a wheelchair, then you get to live out the life of your dreams. So it basically covers that and why you really want to stay away from that. Because look, by the time you retire from your job, you might be way too old and not in good health. You won't even be able to live out. You might not be able to travel like you want to. Go jump off a cliff, you know, go climbing a mountain, jump out the sky, parachute. And like, you might not be able to do that at 60, 70 when you retire. You might have a cane, you might be in a wheelchair. So why not live up your life now? Why not make all of that money now? Why stay working at a job and having to wait such a long time for you to reap the benefits of all of your hard work, you know? So that is part 1 of the book. Part 2 is Wealth is Not a Road, but a Road Trip. Part 3, The Road Most Traveled, the Sidewalk. So in part 2 and part 3, he's really giving out his analogy about different lifestyles and tying it to the different types of lanes on a road. So this is where he's really breaking it down so you can fully understand what he's saying. Part 4, Mediocrity, the slow lane roadmap. Part 5, Wealth, the fast lane roadmap. That's the portion of the book that I really was looking forward to. And the chapters within that part of the book is Wealth Shortcut, the fast lane. So what the fast lane is, how the rich really get rich. You separating wealth with time. You don't want to have to put in a whole bunch of time in order to make money. You trying to make money without using too much of any time as possible. You know, the quick way to make money. So it covers that. The real laws of wealth. Part 6, your vehicle to wealth. Part 7, the road to wealth. Part 8, your speed, accelerate wealth. He really starts talking about like starting a business, how you want to build a brand, the importance of branding yourself in business, and a whole bunch of, y'all, just a lot of stuff. Really a blueprint for all business owners and how to really make a transition from maybe your everyday 9-to-5 life to being a business owner, and why you really want to continue to pursue your business and making a lot of money. And the book is just beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a game changer. This was a long video. If you stayed to the end, drop me one of your favorite money emojis in the comments down below so I can see who all actually listened to me up into the very end of this video. I appreciate y'all so much. These books have changed my life. I have plenty of books, but these are the top 4 that I feel like will change your life. As soon as you're done reading these books, your life will forever be changed. You will start seeing life through a different lens, and that is what is required for you to get to the next level in life. These are the books that are going to completely shift your mindset forever. And these are the perfect suggestions at the start of the year. Even if you don't read all of these books just this month, even if these are the only 4 books you read this year, it is going to change your life. I'm telling you, I know because it changed mine. I really want y'all to have a prosperous year, the year of y'all dreams. It is within reach. It is within reach. You just got to get the knowledge that is necessary for you to just pull everything in. That's all it is. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the better your life is going to be. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it and enjoy all of these books. Everything is going to be linked in the description box. And until next time.